What's going on, Fortnite fans? This is not Luke the Notable, and I've decided to do 20 drops of Fortnite OG, when it's not Fortnite OG. As per usual, I was super bored with the new season, so I decided to drop into Fortnite OG 20 times, and here's how it went. For my first game, I mad dashed to Paradise Palms, my favorite Fortnite location. Missed the top of the hotel, but that's alright. Heard a player above me, so I opened this chest to find a pistol. Heard him down at the streets and decided to go pay him a visit. However, that visit was short-lived. Later in the game, I made my way to the Dusty Niners to mine the rocks for some good metal. Unfortunately, during the mining, I was attacked by a bush. He was getting third-partied by another guy, so I decided to pump my chug jug. Yum. Tried to rocket the other guy, but he just dodged it. Then he rushed me into the depot. I don't know what's happening. I feel afraid. Oh, third party. But unfortunately, this guy decided to spam the scar and end my life. Game number 2 decided to land at Salty Springs. While looting in the blue house, I heard someone above me, so decided to booby trap the basement. Just one word of note, don't get close to your own booby traps. In game 3, I decided to go retail row. While I was in the grocery store, I heard someone above me, so I had to go investigate. Founding on some grass, but unfortunately I can't hit a shot to save my life. He hit me pretty hard twice, so I only thought of one thing to do. Kamikaze myself with the grenades, because they definitely do 100 damage. Game 4 decided to drop into a broken, greasy grove. Heard another player and made him a victim of my tac shotgun. I chased another player with a dying controller, if you're wondering what that black box is, dodging a sniper shot and collecting his heavy sniper. Later in the game, I found myself at the Loot Lake house where I found another player emoting down the river. I took that personally. After that encounter, I started poking people from afar with my purple FAMAS. Went down to collect my valuables when another player was stealing my loot, and then I stole his life. 1v1 scenario, and it's time for us to fight it out. Sprayed him down to a few hit points with my aimbot. With just a little bit of HP left, I pre-fire him for the win. For game 5, I decided to drop the Hero Mansion. After some really mid looting, I decided to go retail row. But unfortunately, my father wanted me to help him with something more important than gaming. Let's do a proper game this time at the racetrack. Someone really wanted to be my friend, but I don't condone teaming. Ran across the really buggy racetrack and hit this player with a really clean headshot. I was fighting a guy in retail row. He decided to use his grenade launcher and he hit twice, which put me really low. Don't worry, I made sure he had an explosive exit. Found a guy on the outskirts of retail and decided to put him in his place. Death by pump shotgun. This guff wanted to see what happened to his friend, and I so happily showed him the way. Last guy was up the hill and he peeked. He didn't live long after that. Headed down to Tilted Towers for game 6. This golf skin got the gun first, and then I died. Had a heart attack in game 7 when I jumped out of the bus and forgot my glider. And apparently I have legs of steel because I survived. After looting from the lake, skipped my way to Tilted Towers. This guy wanted to see the afterlife, so I showed him my minigun. Saw Gohan and Piccolo and decided to pull a Nappa. Then I pulled a Frieza on Gohan. Was hiding in the middle of the map when another player decided to come and challenge me. Then I viciously sprayed him down with my minigun. Then another guy came to fight me. The difference between me and him? I can hit a game-winning shot. Game 8 landed at the Viking village. Found a fishy boy on the Viking ship and made sure he could never set sail. While I was at the soccer field, I realized that every prop had been doubled for some reason. But I'm not complaining. It's more mats for me. While in Tilted, I found this player, rocketed into her box, and hit her with a good pump shot. She got so scared she spontaneously combusted. Later in the game, I was hiding in the middle of the map again and decided to go to the depot. Unfortunately, I tried to grapple to save myself, but took massive fall damage. Tried to heal in the open and got sniped. Game 9, I landed at Mr. Fresh Asian's favorite location, PP. Sadly, there was no PP action, but I went to Loot Lake to get wet. While rushing a player up the hill, I heard some people behind me and decided to go shoot at them. With my totally real aimbot, I decided to put this guy at low HP. He opened his box and died to my grenades. Let's get back to rushing this guy, shall we? Yeah, he didn't go far. He was just right there. Oh, hey, look, so ow, 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 what the fuck? Ran out of mats fighting this guy, and you got to see this, look. That was clearly a headshot, but the game thought otherwise. Decided to go Shifty for game 10. After looting up in Shifty, I went to Tilted where I heard 2 players fighting. This guy got so scared of my bullets, he killed himself. Found a guy at the mini mark, but instead of using the obvious build way, decided to use the front door. Trust me, it's a very, very effective strategy for killing people. Went to the Salty Spire where I found someone trying to hide from me. We were fighting for pretty long, but unfortunately he got third-partied. Found an Omega and a Flamingo teaming. Great. Unfortunately, I missed my sniper shot, and they got me. If you're wondering, yes, I reported them. They deserve it. It's a notable thing to do. Decided to go get some redemption in Game 11 in Salty Springs. Unfortunately, nothing happened in Salty. Then I got jump scared by another player, panicked, then died. I really wanted to win in Salty, so I went back for more. In America, you say hello to say hello. In Fortnite, we minigun people to say hello. Later in the game, I found this person and showed him my big minigun. Unfazed by my minigun might, he hits me pretty hard. With no health, I decided it was time to do or die. I died. Dropping Motel for Game 13. Then cart bounced my way to Loot Lake. Decided to play my trap card. Hide behind a bookshelf, wait for a player, and then spray him down with my SMG to kill him. Try to do it again on an unsuspecting bush, but unfortunately, he knew I was there. I tried my best, but unfortunately, you can't meme twice. Put my best Lachlan persona and dropped Grandma's house in Game 14. Fought a soccer skin in the fields where I murdered him with my double dualies. Found his friend and murdered him too. Hit them with the power-up punch. It's what Lachlan would do. Saw some people at the top. Saw I was teamers, tried to befriend them. Unfortunately, they don't like being friends. I was trying to team with them to pick them off. But if you have to team to win the game, you just know that you're just really bad at this game. Went to Westworld for Game 15. Here in Salty, I'm shooting with the worst gun in the game, but then I shot him down with the best gun in the game. Here's a nice piece of advice. If someone's throwing a stink bomb at you, go rush them. 9 times out of 10, they're scared, frantic, and probably really low. Skipping over to endgame, I hit this pretty nice snipe on this tomato man. Scared with no health, it really didn't take much to put this tomato down. Headed to Doghouse in Retail Row where we have a gigantic game with 39 people. And a lot of people means a lot of fighting. But I made sure that this space guy would never get to see top 10. Found this guy flying in the sky and told him it was a no flying zone. He told me he didn't care. He deserved to die. This guy said he wanted to avenge his friend, but I showed him my minigun. This guy also said he wanted to avenge his friends, but died in a freak accident. This guy wanted to pick a fight with me, so started ramp rushing. I used my grappler to tower over him and found his weakness. He was very low, and he had an opening. Then I do the most Lachlan thing ever. It's safe to assume that I broke multiple things that game. I'll just go to the most interesting part of Game 17, finding this guy on the rock. He was panicking, he boxed up, but I ran inside and minigunned his ass down. Then I found more teamers. Great! I tried shooting at him, but none of my guns did any damage for some reason. You're my very last hope rocket launcher. Used the rocket, blew myself up, and did only 15 damage. Game 18 is a quick one, so listen up. Looted, shooted, grittied, grinning, winning. Yeah, the entire game took place in Tilted. Was planning to leave this Raven alone, but then he pickaxed me. Left lazy and witnessed a suicide. At Loot Lake with a similar scenario that happened last time. It ended the same way too. Welcome to Game 20, the final game. Let's start by the killing of this poor innocent soccer skin. Then I killed Lord Beerus. Does that make me stronger than Black Frieza? Find out now as I fight this guy in Tilted Towers. Got him pretty low, but my kill got swiped by this third party. And in the end, not even I was a match against the mighty minigun. Out of all 20 games, I only won 5 of them. Most of them were losses because my guns didn't work or there was just a bunch of teamers. But honestly, it was a really fun 20 games. Even though I died a lot and there was a lot of moments where I raged, it was honestly pretty fun. And I definitely would do it again. And if you really want to see it, I could drop 100 games in Chapter 5, so like and subscribe. Thank you!